Hi, welcome back to another video. I'm going to do a gel polish set today. I'm doing a voiceover, so I can hopefully remember what I'm going to do. I've picked out some AIMEILI colours. I will tell you what they are as I go along. I've actually put a base coat down of just one coat of that Beatles white colour, only because I don't have an AIMEILI colour in white. So we're going to go in with the first one, which is 109, which is a pink. What I'm actually going to do is put a bit of each of these four colours on the tile. Let that do that first. Alright, that was 114, which is like a lilac-y purple colour. And 112, which is a nice light blue. I've tried to pick out like as pastel colours as what I've got. 105, which is it's almost between a blue and a lilac. Right, what I'm actually going to do is put a little blob of top coat with these. And it's basically just to water down those colours a little bit, because we need them slightly, almost like very see-through. And then what I'm actually going to do on the nails is, I think I'll do the, I'm mixing it there, by the way. I think I am going to do the pointer and the ring finger, from what I can remember. And we're going to do across the nail in sections. It took me ages to do this. This was the longest part. So don't do this design if you're in a hurry, because you've got to flash cure each section as you go so they don't bleed into each other. So I'm going to take each colour in turn and then keep doing it over and over. You'll see what I'll do anyway, and then I'll pop back in and tell you what I'll do next. In the opposite direction, we're going to do the same again. So you're going to take each colour in turn and just do exactly the same as what you've done previously, but the opposite way. Flash curing in between. This is where you will get, you know, the reason why I've watered down the colours. So you get the underneath colours making a difference on what you're putting on there. But you'll see as it goes along. Right, both of those I've done. What I've actually done is I've top coated them after they're fully cured, and then I've buffed them and then top coated them again just to make that surface smooth, because you're going to have ridges going across where you've done separate colours and you've done 2 coats. Next I've got a little bit of that white, and all I'm going to do is 2 crosses on the nail. You can put them wherever you want. You don't have to do them if you don't want to, but I just thought it finished it off quite nice. Once you've done those, I actually cured those 2 lines going that way, then went back in and done the other 2 lines the other way, so that one don't get moved. Otherwise, if you do your lines in the other way, you can guarantee, knowing my luck, that other line that I'd done would have moved. If you go wrong with your lines, just get a brush, or you can either take it off. That's a good thing with top coating them. Whatever you put on there, if you go wrong, you can wipe it back off again. And then, as you can see, which you will see in a minute, me get my, I think I've left it in where I got my brush out. Yeah, which is coming up now. I've done slightly too thick a line along the edge of one, so there, like that. Right, they go in, get cured, and the other nail, and then get top coated. Okay, next up is the 2 exterior fingers. We're going to do an ombre, because somebody was mentioning an ombre last week in some of the comments. I can't remember who it was, but I thought I'd show you on a couple of nails in this set. Now, usually when I do an ombre, I wouldn't put white underneath. I would just go straight in with base coat and then colour. So I'm not quite sure why I did it, but I just did. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to take those 2 colours, which is 114, and I think the other one was 112. And we're going to go in just by putting 1 colour at the top, halfway down, and then 1 colour at the bottom, and then just literally get your ombre brush and go back and forth. If you haven't got an ombre brush, you can use a very narrow detailing brush to do the same motion going across. Now, your first coat other colour. That brush is alright, you won't have to wipe that off because the blue will stay where it is, but you really should wipe your second colour off, and don't do what I've just done by putting it straight back in the bottle. Oh, I remember to do it this time. Oh dear. Alright, same motion again, back and forth. If you do it with a detail brush, you can go up and down slightly, so you're merging the 2 colours together. And I even do that with my ombre brush. I go up slightly and then come down, and then pop that in the lamp to cure. And then hopefully in a second I top coat them, and then I think I show you them. It's alright, I recorded this last week and I've got to try and remember what I did. I've done a lot in between, so I can't remember everything. add a little bit more if you think it's starting to get a little bit patchy. Just make sure you put your ombre brush on the right way round. Okay, that's those two done and top coated. Now the centre one, I had a plan for it and then it completely changed, which is why I've done it matte. But what I've ended up doing is putting that same colour pink on that we used earlier, and then I've just I top coated it, but I only put it in the lamp for about 5 or 6 seconds just to start to flash cure it, and then I put some of that blue chrome colour on there, and it actually brings it out. You can see it's got like a quite I don't know what you would call it, like a sheen to it, but it does bring it out slightly blue, a blue sheen to it when you turn it towards the light. I thought these looked a bit plain, so I put some little pearls on, which are half blue, half purpley. And then off camera, I put some of those pesky little balls round them, which I thought was quite nice. And I did that off camera because it took ages to do. They go everywhere, apart from where you want them to go. But I thought they looked quite nice like that. Right. Sorry, you can probably hear a siren going by as I'm doing this voiceover. I didn't have the right colour lilac-y purple to put on, so what I've actually done is I've got a Yoyogi purple colour and I've got the Nailchemy white 4D sculpting gel, and I've actually mixed some together to make it a little bit lighter, so hopefully it should be the same colour as what I've used on the other nails. And then what I'm actually doing here is I was going to put 5 petals on, and then I thought no, that's going to look too much, so I actually ended up putting 3 on, and I made them like into leaves. You'll see what I do in a minute, because at the moment I'm still thinking I'm going to put 5 on. And of course then when I did put them on, I thought no, actually I think I'm going to put 3 on. I think I could have put 5 on, it would have just looked too much, and plus I did those balls quite big for some reason, I don't know why. I'm just using a silicone tool here. I did one and then cured it, and then went in with another one and cured it, and so on. Just point them into a leaf shape. I must have done that one at the same time. I actually used I've got a little blade, what I cut my Fimo up with, to